First of all, I want to thank all of you for being here tonight. This is a very important forum here in Boyle Heights, and I can't thank Channel 7 enough, because oftentimes we are the viewers, we're the ones watching the news, and they are here now wanting to listen from us how they are covering our neighborhood and to listen to us about how we view them. So thank you very much for being here. I think these forums are very, very important. This is my third. You guys did one in Boyle Heights 5 years ago and one in Eagle Rock about a year or two ago, and I found both very, very valuable to our residents and hopefully to you as well. And I'll keep my comments brief, but first of all, I not only thankful that we're doing this, because I grew up in Boyle Heights, as many of you know, I still live in Boyle Heights, and what we see happening in our neighborhoods is really one of renewal. There was a CNN report not too long ago, and I'm sure it'll probably come up later on in some comments, where the vision that the country got of Boyle Heights was one that if you wanted to come into Boyle Heights, you'd have to come in a tank. You'd have to come in with body armor because the gangs were out of control. Yes, we have our gang issues. Yes, Boyle Heights was once the gang capital of Los Angeles, but a lot has changed. We not only see that in terms of the statistics, with our crime levels being as low as the rest of the city. We've seen some of the, in terms of percentages, largest drops in crime in Boyle Heights compared to the rest of the city. But you also see a lot more involvement. You also see a lot more positive things happening in our community. Here we are at the Boyle Heights Technology Center, one of our jewels in the community, where a lot of our young people come out to learn how to be involved civically, to learn about the arts, to study. And in these past 2 years alone, we've seen about $1.4 billion in new public project improvements. I don't think there's another neighborhood in the city of LA who have seen so many new projects open up at once in such a short period of time. We have a new Gold Line Metro line. We have 3 new schools, a new child care center, a new police station, and our parks have been improved quite a bit. The good news is that for our parks in particular, there was a time when even me as a kid, I couldn't go to our local parks because they were taken over by the gangs. Now, if you go to most of our parks in Boyle Heights, I think it's fair to say that you do see a lot more families participating. You see a lot more young people getting the exercise they need. It's a very different day here in Boyle Heights. And so for me, I'm glad that we are here today, because for Boyle Heights, we are going through a major change, not only in the public projects that we've seen, but the renewed spirit and activism and positiveness that we see in this community. So I have a lot of hope for Boyle Heights. Just this past week, we announced another $12 million street improvement on First Street, where we're promoting the arts. It started with Josefina, what's her last name? Josefina Lopez, who did the movie Real Women Have Curves, and she started her theater center there on First Street called Casa 0101. She started that on the other side of First Street, and we have Mariachi Plaza with these artistic areas. There's a lot of opportunity to promote the arts there. So with that, I'll leave it up to our young people, our future generations, to give their input about Boyle Heights and all the great things that are happening here, and to be honest as well. That's what we hope. So thank you very much. Again, Artie, thank you for doing this. I know with your leadership at ABC, we've talked when I was on the school board, and you mentioned how the engagement with the community was so important to you, and I know this is part of what you're doing throughout the city. So thank you very much. And welcome all, and que viva Boyle Heights. Thank you very much.